What do we have here? We have, I would say, a slightly better package for this watch. Now this is a review I've been waiting with bated breath to do because many years ago I purchased the SBGM245, which was the Explorer bezel blue dialed quartz model from Grand Seiko that appealed to me for so many reasons. It was the right size at 39mm, it was the right functionality with a highly accurate GMT, and again I found this compelling detail of the Explorer bezel just too hard to ignore. With that brushed steel and the 24-hour scale, it was a winner. Now, however, we have what many people were holding out for, which is the mechanical versions of that watch. And we have them in one expected colorway here, which is this inky blue that I can tell you, having worn the SBGM245 for many months, many years, that it actually presents as black in most lights. It's that dark with this red GMT hand. But we have the colorway of the season, the olive with orange GMT hand. And this is a very pale, mossy olive that under bright lights can actually really wash out and look quite it's quite a pale green. The reference numbers for each watch is the SBGM247 in the green and the SBGM245 in the blue. So let's get into the specs and the changes between this and the SBGM205 and 003 in blue and black. We have a larger case. This is a 40.5mm case, which makes an enormous difference. Honestly, having worn the SBGM205 for a long time, I felt that 39 was small. You definitely felt, given the height of the watch, that the 39 is definitely on the smaller side for someone with a 7-inch wrist. 40.5 remedies that completely. I feel that this is pretty much the perfect size. So the extra millimeter of diameter actually really changes the fit and feel of this watch because we do have quite a high case. We have 14.4 millimeters high case. We have a weight of the watch of around 157 grams. Now that's with a carnet movement, that's with a blocked movement. So there may be some variation there with the real movement, but we have a not light watch. And we have a not entirely slim watch. So again, this extra diameter of size, to me, helps to bring this package together. It really feels integrated, all of these elements. Now the sport in the name, Grand Seiko Sport, is definitely honored in the water resistance because a sport watch needs at least 100 meters of water resistance as a minimum. This has 200 meters of water resistance. The other big change that Matt in the team has made me aware of, being a fellow SBGN, he was a 003, I was a 005 wearer, is the shift in the crown position to 4 and the date position to 4 flush, which is quite unusual. People often complain about 4.5 date windows and they complain about 3. Actually, they complain about date windows wherever they are. But this is an unusual date window position of 4 o'clock. Now the movement powering this watch is the 9S66, which has 72 hours of power reserve, and it is accurate to +5, -3 seconds per day. So again, we have Grand Seiko offering that highly accurate mechanical movement. In terms of the bracelet, we have a fully satin brushed bracelet with folding clasp, closing things out. So in summary, what do we have here? In my opinion, we have a better integrated Grand Seiko Sport GMT offering. It has a mechanical movement that's highly accurate, which is one of the brand marks of Grand Seiko. And it has this extra millimeter of diameter to carry off the height of the case. So overall, it just feels like a more complete package. And for many people, the GMT Sport watch is the ultimate. It's going to follow you on your travels and it's going to be fine to wear in the hotel pool when you actually are out of town. In terms of colorway, there's that inky blue that appears black in most lights, and this beautiful olive green with orange GMT hand. I know that Ricardo CMA, one of our team members in New York, is just unreasonably besotted with this watch. He purchased it on site, so it has that effect. It definitely can light hearts on fire. So I would recommend, if you're a Grand Seiko fan, even if you're not, go and check this one out in the metal. Thanks for watching Time and Tide. Let us know whether this would replace your SBGM245 or 003, because this is coming for it. Like it is a new contender for that exact offering, but with a mechanical movement and a slightly bigger size. Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching Time+Tide.